Welcome to Metroid Prime. I have heard good things about this game, but I've never played it. I've only played Super Metroid out of the Metroid series, but people fucking love Metroid Prime. We're scanning. Scannable objects appear as orange targets. Wow. The controls are really weird in this game. Force field activation switches are now online. It's weird because it's like an FPS game, but the right stick doesn't move the camera. And I don't know why they did that. I've got to hold down the R button to aim. But I've got a C stick, which makes it really weird. Oh, there's high targets, okay. You can lock on though, so it's not terrible. But it's a weird choice. It's kind of disorienting actually, because I'm trying to like move left and right, and the camera moves with me, which is not really what I want. Oh, I pressed X. Okay, I didn't realize we would start with the morph ball. I thought that would be an unlock. I think this is cool. I've seen this in like speedruns and stuff. So I know there's some weird stuff you can do with the morph ball. I don't really know what it is, but I think it's cool. What are we doing? Where are we going? Am I stuck? I need to scan that, don't I? Ball mode. Do I need to shoot it again? I'm stuck. What? Oh, I need to scan. Okay, there's a bunch of shit I need to scan. I should just keep the scanning visor on then. What? I scanned it, right? Is there more? I can scan that. But that's just telling me what it is. Do I shoot this? There we go. Oh, what the fuck? We got little guys, but what's this? Is that, what's his name? Kraid? Is that Kraid? Did I fuck up Kraid already? No, Kraid's bigger than this. And Kraid has, like, eyes. That thing doesn't have eyes. It must be a different creature. Oh, what's this? It's super hard to look at things that are not, like, at eye level. Bye-bye! Oh my god. I'll probably get used to the controls, but I don't know. Is that guy alive? No. Okay. It's interesting this is the direction that the Metroid series goes in. I know that Dread exists, and there's some DS games where it's also like a 2D Metroidvania thing. Actually, that's interesting, because, like, Metroidvanias were named after Castlevania and Metroid, but, like, Charge Beam? Oh, shit! It's like Charge Shot. Boing. But, like, the modern Metroidvanias are like Hollow Knight and Ori. So do you think the term Castlevania will fall out of fashion? Probably not. Metroidvania is like a good term. It rolls off the tongue better than Hollow Knight, Ori Knight. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna catch on. You know, recently, a lot of online piracy sites have been not taken down necessarily, but you know, DMCA requested. And one of those sites is a particular person's lair. Now, I've never gotten my ROMs from... Well, obviously I don't do online piracy, but if I did, I wouldn't get my ROMs for there. But there's also an organization that archives these games that for which a lot of the downloads are offline now. And I find that to be a little distressing because, okay, fair enough, like, maybe presently we don't necessarily need Breath of the Wild to be accessible by anyone on the internet for free. I mean, it would be nice, but like the game's out there. That's different. There are a lot of games that there are very few like sources for on the internet. They're kind of hard to come by, and the people who own these games either no longer exist, like the companies just straight up don't exist because it's been that long, or are not re-releasing them. And it's kind of a shame that this kind of stuff can just kind of go missing. Like, it's kind of a shame that stuff can just go missing like that, and it's a good thing that people are kind of creating these archives. And, you know, let's not pretend, because we all know most of these websites are primarily there for piracy, which I'll just be very upfront about. I don't have a problem with video game piracy. I tend to use very specific language about it, like, I don't know, Nintendo PC. I've always referred to myself as playing these GameCube games on my Nintendo PC. What I'm actually doing is I'm using Dolphin Emulator, and I have sourced the ROMs from various places. The reason that... What am I supposed to be firing missiles at? The reason that I have not been necessarily always upfront about it is because I think it's funny. I think, because, like, it's an open secret, right? But also I think, I think it was born out of necessity for a certain group of people, right? Like, YouTubers cannot be like, Alpharad, for example, used to have, like, a contract with Nintendo. Alpharad cannot be seen to be encouraging video game piracy if he wants to maintain a good relationship with Nintendo. And I don't have that concern, but the language has just carried over from the fact that I watched his videos. For me, it's a bit. For him, it was a necessity. The point I'm trying to illustrate here is, like, these websites do not, most of the time, primarily exist for archival sake, but they serve this purpose, this double life of actually they are quite important archives of these games that are not necessarily still accessible through traditionally legal means. And I say traditionally legal because there's a lot of questions and grey area surrounding video game piracy, and people always say, like, oh, it's not illegal to download a ROM if you own the game and you just don't want to rip it yourself, or you don't know how to rip it yourself, or you don't have the tools to. And I am not a legal expert. I don't know if that's true, and moreover, I don't know if there is a legal precedent for something like that. I know it's not illegal to create a backup of your game, and I have done that. I created rips for a bunch of PS2 games that I own, because it's actually easier once you have a soft modded PS2. It's actually so much easier to just create a backup of a game you already have than go find it online, because a lot of these websites have really slow download speeds. So actually I have created rips of games that I own, and for me, I know, like, obviously that's not illegal. People say it's not illegal. They're like, oh, it's not illegal to download Melee off the internet so you can play Slippy if you already own the game. Well, there's questions about that, right? First of all, is that even true? Is there a legal precedent for that? I don't know the answers to these questions. Second of all, actually, can I invert the y-axis? Do that. Second of all, like, I'm Scottish. I live in Scotland, and so I actually do own Super Smash Bros. Melee physically. 2 copies. I have the Japanese copy, Super Smash Bros. DX, because I thought the box art was sick. And I also own the PAL version. Neither of those versions are the version of the game I used to play Slippy. Obviously, I use the American version, because NTSC Melee is the one that is widely played. Do I have a right to that version of the software when I don't own a copy of it? I mean, personally, I have no moral issues with playing Slippy and all of that. I don't know what's going on with widescreen here. I don't have like a widescreen hack or anything enabled. I actually had a similar issue when I was playing Brawl. Not on the channel. I was playing Brawl. Oh, this is from Smash Bros. Oh, you can dash while locked on, I see. Well, there's a force field up, so I'll probably want to deal with that first, right? Or is it taking damage still? No, it's definitely not taking damage. But yeah, I mean, it's a weird question, and I think... Oh, I found the weak spot. There's a hole in the thing. Wait, lock on. Yeah, there's just a hole in the thing. Well, that was easy. Anyway, as I'm saying, there are a lot of questions regarding the legality of video game piracy or just game backups in general. Where was I going with this? I don't really remember. When I was playing Brawl yesterday, I was playing with some... Well, I brought my Wii to the Smash local, and I was playing Brawl, and every time there was a loading screen, the aspect ratio would change slightly, and it would be slightly too small for the CRT, but then it would fix by the time we loaded into the game. It was only during loading screens. Now, I have an American copy of Brawl, I have an NTSC copy of Brawl, because I play Project Plus and Brawl Minus, and these games are always mods of the NTSC version. Like, no one has ever made them compatible with PAL. That's actually not true. I think PM used to be compatible with PAL, and then they just gave up on that. Where am I going? What? Step into the hologram. I did it. God, where was I? So, and the thing is, if you play American games on a PAL CRT, the problem you'll run into is that it will be in black and white. A lot of the time, it'll be in black and white, but you can fix this with forcing PAL 60 mode. So that's what you do. You go into USB Loader GX and you say, okay, force PAL 60, and then it'll play the game in PAL 60 mode, so you can play it on your TV. But I suspect that one of the settings on USB Loader is probably responsible for this aspect ratio issue. At the same time, I don't care, because it's only affecting the aspect ratio during the loading screen, so I'm not going to fix it. Like, that, it's just pointless to fix. It's not a big enough problem for me to put any time towards it. Because here's the thing, dealing with like homebrew and stuff like this on the Wii is actually such a pain in the ass, because you have to keep going back and forth between the PC and the Wii. You have to try various things repeatedly, and you don't know if they're going to work, and it takes forever, especially when you're playing on a disc and not on a USB loaded version of the game. Because if you're playing on a disc, then, well, surprise, surprise, it actually has to load the data from the disc. This is one of the funny things about Brawl. If your disc loads kind of slowly, if your Wii is fucked up, or if your disc is like maybe scuffed a bit, Sheik and Zelda, and also Pokemon Trainer, actually transform slower because it has to read those characters from the disc. One of the reasons that in Project M, Zelda and Sheik transform faster than in Brawl. Why does it keep doing this? What is happening? I'm so confused. Is it because of this guy? Do I need to shoot the guy? Please let me out? Okay. One of the reasons they switch faster is not just a balancing decision, it's because they're actually not able to switch any faster than they do in Brawl. Because of the technical limitation of having to load the characters. I think the PM team actually like optimized that so that it goes faster. Do I need to kill all these guys? Can I just leave? I'm so confused. Let me out. Let me out. Come on, come on. Come on, we're friends, right? Let me out. Let me out. Yes! Is this the right way? Am I going the wrong way? I don't know which way's up and which way's down. Or like which way's the right exit. I'm hoping this is like Wario Land, and the timer's like actually very generous. I think I'm gonna die. I think that thing's gonna kill me. Hold on. I gotta get over here. No, I'm dead. You killed me. It doesn't actually kill you. This game's so weird. Like, it controls so fucking weird. I don't understand why there's like a scanner thing and you have to scan things for it to tell you what to do. Like, you scan things and then stuff just happens after you scan them. It feels like a really weird game mechanic. I don't really understand it. Meta Ridley! Remember this guy from Brawl? I remember this guy from Brawl. He's gone. I wonder, did they add twin stick control to the Switch re-release of this game? Because this is like, the controls in this game are a big barrier to entry, in my opinion. Like, I'm putting up with them, but I don't like them. Oh, what? You can grapple in this game? Oh, that's awesome. Wait, no, that's actually awesome. How do I do it, though? What? Oh, you press L to grapple. Okay, okay. No, that's really cool. That's like... Well, it's like our Tether and Smash, but also, it's like Unoid 2. And the Big Catch, Tackle Box. Which you should play, by the way. Okay, that's actually cool. That's my favorite part of this so far, has been the grapple. Like, is there any need for me scanning that there? Why not just have the cutscene play when I get to the end of the corridor? I don't really understand that. Barrier suit malfunction, morph ball malfunction. Oh yeah, that's true, I can't do it. Oh yeah, all my shit is broken. All I can do is shoot and scan. They left me with the two least interesting parts of the game. So I'm guessing what just happened is I need to re-unlock all of that stuff later. So they start me off with everything unlocked. And then throughout the game I'm gonna unlock it all again. That's my guess for what just happened there. So I need to like unlock the right to use the morph ball, which is kind of how I expected it to be anyway. I was a little taken aback when I had the morph ball at the start. Still though, I don't know, I have two thoughts on that, because it's like, on the one hand, you're giving me a taste of like what the end game is going to be like, what the New Game Plus is going to be like. On the other hand, you've given me all these cool things that I no longer get to use, which I kind of don't like. But yeah, there was Metroid Prime. I'm not going to play any more of this, it controls like ass.